Hi guys, so today's video is going to be part 2 of your personal opinions about popular fantasy stories that you think are overrated. I always do these kinds of unpopular opinion type things over on my Instagram story, so that's where you can submit your personal feelings. And the last time I did this, I had so many people that voted yes to a part 2 because you guys really love the salt. You love the salt and all the tea spilling everywhere. Before we get started though, I just want to point out that before doing part 1 to this, I did an underhyped recommendations video, and that one pales in comparison to the overhyped video, the part 1 of this. So I'm just gonna say it. You guys are very into the drama. I know what bookworms are like. I know all of us are like, oh my gosh, I don't want any part of the drama. I just want to bury myself in a book and just get away from it all. No, you don't. You love this stuff. And on that note, let's jump into it. The first one says, milk and honey. Trashy Tumblr quotes. Even my cat can press enter randomly and say it's poetry. The next one says, Malazan is nothing special and it's just okay. I have not read either of those, so I cannot comment. I have read this next one. It says, in my opinion, which is very nice of you to say that. You didn't have to, but that's very nice. In my opinion, Mistborn is overrated because it is not actually that good of a story if you take the world building out of the equation and leave the actual plot line. It is not that compelling. It's not as intriguing as I would hoped it would be. You guys always throwing shade at Mistborn because you know I love Mistborn. In all seriousness, I mean, I obviously disagree because I love Mistborn, but I disagree in that I do think that the world building is great, but I don't think if you took it away that there'd be nothing of substance. I really love a lot of the themes in Mistborn. I really connect to a lot of the characters. I really connect to their struggles. I actually think if it weren't for the characters, I might not love the story as much. Next up, we have Nevernight. I believe the footnotes were a failed attempt at innovative world building. It's lazy in my opinion. Completely see your point and why you would feel that way. I personally thought that the footnotes themselves, this is going to actually sound like I'm dissing the book. I never thought the footnotes were that pertinent to the plot. I thought they were little tidbits. They were the icing on the cake and the actual cake itself. So the bulk of the world building or the important world building stuff I thought was woven into the narrative, but that's just my personal opinion. I get it though. Footnotes are not for everybody. We have another one that says, the Cruel Prince is definitely overrated in my opinion. You guys are so nice, constantly saying it's your opinions. The Fae behave like a bunch of rich kids who bully the poor. Yeah, I don't deny that. I think it's true that they that is how the Fae behave in that story. But I don't think that story, for me personally, I didn't find that story was trying to show the good underneath and the best of humanity and healthy relationships. I think it's supposed to be, I mean, it's called Cruel Prince. It's about everybody being wicked and scheming and selfish. This next one's great. It says, Lord of the Rings, I'm sorry, but I just don't need a multiple page description of a cave. This next one says, Farseer Trilogy by Robin Hobb. Not much happens really. Hardly any assassinations. This one says, The Way of Kings. And all of Stormlight Archive. I'm sorry, I mean, it's fine. But like, just fine. This next one I haven't read, but it says, The Sword of Shannara, bits and pieces of Lord of the Rings pasted together, does not a good book make. The next one says, The Witcher. I didn't enjoy the writing style, the story, or fairy tale inspired world. How dare you, sir or madam. Okay, this next one. So, I am going to poke fun at this one, and it's not that I'm poking fun at this person or what they're saying. I'm going to kind of poke fun at us as readers in general. So this one says, Skyward. Battle, someone died. Battle, someone died. Battle, someone died. Dumb plot twist. The reason this one is so funny to me is because I've seen so many times people complain in stories when there are battles and everybody makes it out okay and nobody dies or nobody gets seriously injured. I've seen people complain about that. I get it. I understand. It makes it feel like there are no stakes, but we're just so impossible to please because apparently Skyward is at fault for having people die in battle. This next one, okay, I really want you guys to let me know your honest opinions here because I haven't read this story. I've been wanting to pick it up, but I have heard a lot of people say basically this exact same thing. So even if you like the story, be honest with me, okay? I want to know if this is true. This person says, The Demon Cycle by Peter V. Brett. Every female point of view is involved in sex scandals. just because. This next one says, Tamora Pierce's novels, appealing for kids, sure, but very meh reading them as an adult, to be honest. This next one's so nice. It says, I don't know if this counts, but Cassandra Clare's books are way overrated. I'm not sure why you think it wouldn't count, because I asked, what are some popular fantasy books that you think are overrated? That's pretty popular. Totally counts. I read one Cassandra Clare book when I was in high school, and I don't remember basically anything about it, except for it had one of those, are they lovers or are they siblings tropes? I just don't like that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna stop there. Thank you to all of you for submitting your personal feelings about stories you think are overrated. I always have a ton of fun doing any of your guys' unpopular opinions type videos. So if any of you have some suggestions for other types of unpopular videos that you would like to do, I would be very happy to hear your suggestions. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for participating. You guys are the best, and I'll see you all later. Bye.